On today's episode of America's Top Trial Lawyers, you'll get a chance to meet Bob and Brad Simon.
Welcome to the YouTube channel of Michael J. Swanson. Michael is the author of How David Beats Goliath and is the CEO of Advocate Capital. And now, here's Michael.
Robert T. Simon is co-founder of the Simon Law Group and acts as the primary trial attorney. He founded the firm with his twin brother and best friend Brad Simon in late 2009. Bob went to the George Washington University in Washington, D.C., and after getting his degree there, he went to law school at Pepperdine in Malibu, California. Brad joined his brother Bob at the George Washington University for his undergrad degree and eventually graduated with his law degree from Southwestern University School of Law. And now, here are Bob and Brad Simon. Hi, guys.
Hey, Mike, how you doing over there?
Fantastic. Greetings from Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. It's great to see you.
I watch that show whenever my wife records it.
Well, actually, my wife's an extra on that show sometimes, so you have to keep an eye out for her.
I sure will. Nice.
Yeah. So, hey, guys, thanks for joining us. You've developed a reputation throughout the country, but especially in California, for being top trial lawyers and getting excellent results for your clients. Could you share with us what are some of the things you do and approaches you take when preparing for a trial?
Yeah, so that's a question I'm posed a lot is how do you get these large verdicts? How are you able to try multiple cases a year? I've averaged probably 6 or 7 a year for the past few years. Everything, how we get these verdicts, how I'm able to do it is preparation. There's no other way to do it. People like to say there's some magic recipe, and it is practice. I get better every trial. I call it the practice of law. Every day is different. It's that you learn something new. The law changes or a new case comes down and you have to adapt and go with it. I prepare every single day for my next trial and the next trial after that and the next trial after that. And it gets your hand dirty. I mean, I take every expert deposition that I can. I read every single document before I get into that room. I think you have to be absolutely prepared even before the deposition. When I walk into trial, I have everything orchestrated and ready to go. I have every cross-exam prepared. I've read every deposition. It's all ready to go. I don't rely on anybody else but myself. My associates that try the case with me, they're also just as prepared and do the same exact thing. But preparation is the key to success. If you know every fact, the other side usually does not. But I think it all starts with there. Know your client and be super prepared. Like Bob just said, you got to know your client. And one of the things we do early on in pretty much every case is go to the client's house and see how they live, meet their family. A lot of times, especially with injury clients, they are less likely to tell you everything that's going on in their life, everything that hurts, everything that's been impacted. But once you go and see how they live, you get a feel for them. You get to understand what makes them the happiest and what they lost because of an injury or an accident. And that it takes a whole day. Sometimes it's 2 days depending on travel, but it is critical. You can't just pick up a paper file and look at it and say, this is a great trial, let's go for it. You got to meet the client, you got to understand them, and then your theme of the trial can completely change based on what motivates them and what makes them hurt the most.
Wow, amazing. I didn't realize there was so much that went into it. So, once again, congratulations on the great results you've been getting. We appreciate the work that you do in California and throughout the country to help plaintiffs get what they need. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks for watching. Send your questions or comments to Michael at mike@howdavidbeatsgoliath.com.